Hello everyone, my name is Ngoc Nguyen from Human Technologies Interaction Group. Today I will share with you my digital storytelling about my personality test results and how it influences my psychological aspects when I was participating in some hackathons. Whenever I joined a hackathon, we all had a team up session, which I think that the ice-breaking session could have been improved by applying immersive technologies. However, the reluctance of using these technologies is reasonable in the context of online meetings. Do you know why? Communication. Yes, classical issue. For me, I think that communications on virtual environments now are missing clear instructions from the facilitator. It leads to the confusion, which will distract energy and attention. I would say speed and the limited downtime also affect the choice of using these alternative technologies. My obstacles, personally, I felt myself a bit immersed to the background whenever our hackathon team were meeting with the mentors. I felt it's not a good manner for me, especially when I always define myself as an interaction designer. After seriously self-reflecting, actually, communication helps me a lot during professional and personal life, but I have not utilized it well. So let's throw back to the tools I have been using. Previously, I had tried many platforms for professional communication, especially Slack. The downside was that people could not have prompt responses because they did not carry their laptop or desktop around with them. They need a mobile app version of Slack to keep notified. Not all of my teams could afford doing that because they didn't need it to be added in their ecosystem or create a new paradigm. During the crisis, I mainly met my teammates and classmates via Zoom, Google Meet, or Teams. They were for video meetings while most of the time we utilized some common messaging applications like WhatsApp or Facebook Messenger. However, messaging apps always have a common problem whenever the team is gathering opinion. Information overload. And it's hard to keep track the information when the chat bubbles keep floating up. Have you ever got stressed with hundreds of unread messages? You get my empathy. After each meeting session, I felt it was very energetic and motivational. However, I could only keep that motivation for a short time because maybe I was lack of the social presence. I need someone to work with me or the feeling of responsibility when I thought that someone was working, I could not play, I must work too. Here, it comes to my motivation. You may already know or not know that joining a hackathon means that you will consume a lot of caffeine, pivot your adrenaline, boost your brain neuron system within the scope of time to hack the real-life problems. Yes, it was genuinely tired. And given that before exploring my motivation, I need to ask myself, why do I need to join these hackathons? Is it for my self-expression or self-development? Is it because I want to know how people look at my achievement? Or I just want to win myself to get a better version of me? Is it an extrinsic or intrinsic motivation? So back to my personality type, INFJ. 16 personalities page says that I tend to approach life with deep thoughtfulness and imagination. In my case, I currently passionate about well-being, sustainability, and technology topics. It results in my enthusiasm for participating such hackathons having these topics at their challenge. Honestly, all of my hackathons projects are persuasive design. I only want to be a good facilitator to keep everyone on the right track with logical arguments based on the team perception and different schemas. However, sometimes it's not only the case. Fortunately, people in most of the team I collaborated were respectful and open-minded. We are always got compliments on our cultural diversity and performance. Within 48 hours, our team must keep our concentration at the highest and effective multitasking to maintain the team performance. My ideal place for working must be bright. I love brightness. Quiet and equipped all necessary technologies to support my work. To keep my discipline, I always apply the Pomodoro technique. For each scope of working time, I will reward myself 5-minute break to recover my cognitive system. In hackathons, you will have a lot of meetings, so how can I survive through these events? A classical method is taking notes. I use all the methods to take notes. The more colorful and vibrant my notes are, the easier it is for me to remember and retrieve the information. So let's wrap this up. In this Psychology in Human Technology Interactions course, I had a good time to reflect to myself and find many insightful answers to my own questions which are underlaid with psychological expertise. And I'm happy that I enrolled in this course in my first year of master's, and it gives me a strong premise to grow more with future advanced courses.